Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Maddie and I'm a homemaker and mom to 2 under 2. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys 3 from scratch dinner recipes for the busy mom. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos on Christian lifestyle, homemaking, and motherhood. This first recipe is a simple sheet pan dinner with chicken, potatoes, and green beans. One thing I've started doing recently is cutting my chicken breasts in half and then pounding them with a mallet. It's one way to make chicken stretch for one meal because we usually eat leftovers for lunch the following day. I season this with salt, pepper, Tony's Creole seasoning, paprika, some Italian seasoning, garlic powder, add some olive oil, and then toss it. And you're going to put this in the oven at 425 degrees and bake it for about 18 to 20 minutes if you cut your breasts in half like this. While that's already in the oven, you're going to prepare the green beans with salt, pepper, Italian seasoning, olive oil, toss it, and then bake it for 12 to 15 minutes. So by the time you get all of that done, it's perfect to just throw in the oven and it'll all be finished at the same time. And you have a sheet pan meal in about 30 minutes. This second recipe is Hawaiian chicken with a side of rice. I prepped the vegetables earlier in the day just when I had some time, and I used 2 bell peppers. For the rice, it's a 1-to-2 ratio, and I like to add some soy sauce in there as well before it cooks. Then you're going to start with diced chicken on the stove at medium heat. Season with salt, pepper, 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. I used 1 small can of pineapple juice, about a 1/4 teaspoon of ginger, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, or 2 if you really like garlic, and then a 1/3 cup of brown sugar. And this might sound interesting, but 1 tablespoon of mustard, and you don't want to leave this out. And you can either let this cook down or you can use some cornstarch if you want a thicker sauce. This third recipe is steak and cheese sandwiches. You're going to start by actually adding your steak into the crock pot using Del steak seasoning, garlic powder, onion powder, salt, and pepper. You can cook it on high for an hour or on low for 2 to 3 hours. And don't let the homemade hoagies intimidate you. It's actually pretty simple, and if you want to cook from scratch, it really is easy and relatively fast. And then this hoagie recipe comes from Queso in the Kitchen. It will be linked below, but it calls for a 1/2 cup of water. You want it to be 105 to 110 degrees Fahrenheit, 1.5 teaspoon of active dry yeast, 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 1/4 teaspoon of sugar, 1.5 tablespoon of olive oil, 3/4 cup of flour. And you're going to mix this and then add another 3/4 cup of flour. This has a rise time of an hour, and if you want the chewy hoagie bread texture, you can either use bread flour or this recipe recommends that you punch the dough down every 10 minutes to help develop the gluten to give it that chewy texture. After an hour of rise time, you're going to shape them and then let them rise again for an additional 20 minutes. Then it's as simple as adding an egg wash and then baking for 20 minutes at 375 degrees Fahrenheit. I like to shred the steak, or you could slice it if you prefer, but once the rolls have cooled off, it's as simple as stuffing them and then adding some provolone cheese. Just put them back into the oven until the cheese is melted. And there you have it. Those are 3 from scratch dinner recipes for the busy mom. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and then don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos on Christian lifestyle, homemaking, and motherhood.